Holy.
Whoa. All of a sudden, we come across something that stops us in our tracks. This doesn't look like tree fall.
It's like X's from top to bottom.
The search for Bigfoot has captured the imaginations of generations, from avid adventurers to casual enthusiasts of cryptozoology. Bigfoot, also known as Sasquatch, is a large, ape-like creature that allegedly roams the dense forests of North America. Many believe in its existence based on decades of sightings, footprints, and mysterious phenomena in remote wilderness areas. Yet, no definitive proof has been found, at least, not yet. In an interesting episode of Expedition Bigfoot on the Travel Channel, a group of dedicated researchers went on a mission to find evidence that could finally answer the question, is Bigfoot real? Throughout the episode, the team encounters numerous strange occurrences, eerie sightings, and compelling environmental clues that point toward the possibility of Bigfoot inhabiting the area they are exploring. From unexplained tree structures to large, unidentifiable thermal signatures and odd light phenomena, the episode delves deep into the mysteries that have long surrounded the legendary creature, setting the stage into the unknown wilderness. The episode begins with the team navigating deep into a part of the forest that feels almost otherworldly.
I'm working my way down this hillside from these gigantic redwoods, and literally within 100 feet, I'm in a whole different ecosystem.
This environment, with its towering trees, heavy canopy, and untouched nature, provides an ideal habitat for a large, elusive creature like Bigfoot. The researchers express awe at the surroundings, likening it to a cathedral due to the majesty of the trees and the overwhelming sense of mystery. As they move deeper into the woods, there's a growing realization that this forest, like many others associated with Bigfoot sightings, holds secrets that may never have been uncovered by human eyes. The isolation and remoteness of the area create a perfect backdrop for an expedition focused on finding an elusive cryptid. Many of the areas believed to be Bigfoot habitats share these characteristics: vast, uninhabited, and difficult to navigate. The researchers describe the forest as strangely welcoming, yet there's an undercurrent of tension, as if the team senses something unusual lurking just beyond their reach. The idea that Bigfoot could exist in such a place becomes more plausible, as the natural landscape offers ample cover for a large creature to avoid human detection. In such vast, dense forests, it's easy to believe that something could remain hidden for years, possibly decades, without ever being spotted. Unusual tree structures. Evidence of Bigfoot's presence?
It was exactly what we had seen previously on the trail, but now on a much larger scale.
Early in the episode, the team comes across a peculiar tree formation that immediately stops them in their tracks. Large trees, some as tall as 30 feet, are bent and twisted into X-shaped formations, creating a visual pattern that is neither natural nor accidental. The researchers quickly note that this isn't the first time they've encountered such formations. Similar structures have been observed in other areas that are frequently associated with Bigfoot sightings. However, the sheer size and complexity of these formations make this instance particularly compelling. Many researchers who investigate Bigfoot believe that these tree structures could be intentional markers, perhaps indicating territorial boundaries or serving as a warning to intruders. The idea is that Bigfoot, like many other large mammals, may be highly territorial and use environmental markers to claim its space. Alternatively, some propose that these formations might serve as a form of communication, possibly signaling to other Bigfoot creatures within the area. The X-shape is particularly fascinating because of its recurring presence in different alleged Bigfoot habitats. If these tree structures are indeed made by Bigfoot, it would suggest that the creature has a level of intelligence and environmental awareness that goes beyond that of most known animals. It takes not only physical strength to bend and break these large trees, but also cognitive ability to create such deliberate formations. Tree structures like these have been widely reported by people who claim to have encountered Bigfoot. In many cases, the trees appear to have been bent and woven together in ways that would require tremendous force, leading researchers to believe that the creature must be exceptionally strong. Furthermore, these structures are often found in remote areas where human interference is minimal, making it unlikely that they were created by people.
It's these archways of these trees that had been bent down and pulled over and looked like they'd been intertwined with each other. It takes hands to build something like that.
The presence of these formations in such an isolated part of the forest suggests that something or someone has been manipulating the environment. As the team examines the tree structures, they note that they resemble stop signs, as if warning them to go no further. This adds an eerie layer to the discovery. If these formations are meant to be territorial markers, then the team may already be trespassing in Bigfoot's domain. Strange sounds in thermal sighting. Something is watching. Shortly after discovering the tree structures, the team experiences another mysterious phenomenon. As they make their way down a hillside, they hear a deep, guttural growling sound. The sound is unsettling, and it immediately puts the team on high alert. Moments later, they hear what appears to be the sound of something being thrown or moving nearby, creating a sense that they are being watched by something large and potentially dangerous. Using a thermal imaging camera, the team scans the surrounding area in an attempt to locate the source of the sound. Thermal imaging technology detects heat signatures, which allows researchers to spot living creatures even in complete darkness or dense foliage. In cryptozoology, thermal imaging is often used to search for elusive creatures like Bigfoot, as it can pick up heat signatures from animals that might otherwise go unnoticed. To their surprise, the thermal camera detects a large heat signature in the trees above one of the team members, Ronnie. Initially, it appears that something large is hiding in the branches directly above him. However, upon closer examination, the team realizes that the heat signature is not in the tree, but rather farther up the ridge behind Ronnie. This discovery leads them to conclude that the creature, whatever it is larger than they initially thought.
If it's that large and all the way back behind him that distance, this thing has significant size to it.
And it is using the tree cover to conceal itself. The size of the thermal signature is significant because it suggests that the creature is much larger than any known animal in the area, further supporting the theory that it could be Bigfoot. The team estimates that if the creature is that large from such a distance, it must be enormous up close. This matches descriptions provided by many eyewitnesses who claim to have seen Bigfoot, often describing the creature as standing over 7 feet tall and possessing a massive muscular build. The discovery of this large thermal signature adds an important piece of evidence to the investigation. While thermal imaging cannot provide a clear picture of the creature, it offers compelling proof that something large and alive is nearby. This sighting, combined with the earlier sounds and tree formations, suggests that the team may be in close proximity to Bigfoot. The nest discovery, a clue to Bigfoot's behavior? As the team continues their exploration, they come across what appears to be a large, matted-down area in the foliage that resembles a nest. The nest, located in an elevated position within the trees, is large enough to accommodate a sizable creature. The team immediately rules out the possibility that the nest was made by deer or elk, as these animals do not create such structures. Instead, they speculate that the nest could have been built by an intelligent being, potentially Bigfoot. The discovery of the nest is a significant breakthrough in the investigation. If this structure was indeed made by Bigfoot, it suggests that the creature is not only intelligent, but also capable of building shelters to protect itself from the elements and predators. Many primates, including gorillas and chimpanzees, are known to build nests for sleeping, often using branches and leaves to create comfortable, elevated resting places.
It's been inhabited. And I want to say bed, but this is a nest. It's up in a tree in an elevated position. Deer don't do this, elk don't do this. Something that thinks critically or is intelligent had to have done this.
The fact that this nest is located off the ground further supports the theory that it was built by a large, intelligent creature. This discovery raises important questions about Bigfoot's social behavior. If the creature is capable of building nests, it may also live in small family groups, similar to other great apes. The presence of the nest suggests that Bigfoot may have a home range or territory that it returns to regularly, rather than simply wandering aimlessly through the forest. This behavior would be consistent with other large mammals, which often establish territories and create shelters within those territories for rest and protection. The team notes that the nest is carefully constructed, with branches woven together to create a dish-shaped structure. This level of craftsmanship suggests that the creature responsible for the nest possesses a high degree of intelligence and problem-solving ability. The discovery of the nest provides a rare glimpse into the potential behavior of Bigfoot and offers tangible evidence that something intelligent is living in the forest. Footprints and shadow sightings, more evidence unfolds. As the episode progresses, the team uncovers additional pieces of evidence that further support the theory that Bigfoot is nearby. At one point, they spot what appears to be a large footprint embedded in the forest floor. The print is much larger than a human footprint, with distinct toes and a wide arch, making it unlikely to have been made by any known animal in the area. Footprints are one of the most commonly reported forms of evidence in Bigfoot sightings. In many cases, these prints are found in remote areas, far from human habitation, and exhibit characteristics that suggest they were made by a bipedal creature.
An animal's size determines a lot about their feet. And based on decades of research, Bigfoot would have massive flat feet just due to the weight of their bodies.
While skeptics often argue that such footprints could be hoaxes, the sheer number of prints found over the years, combined with their remote locations, makes this explanation unlikely in many cases. The discovery of the footprint in this episode adds to the growing body of evidence that something large and bipedal is living in the forest. The team carefully examines the print, noting its size and shape, and concludes that it is unlikely to have been made by any known animal. This discovery, combined with the earlier thermal sighting and nest, provides further proof that the team is on the trail of something extraordinary. In addition to the footprint, the team also experiences a shadowy figure moving through the trees. The figure is tall and humanoid, with a large, bulky frame. While it's difficult to make out any specific details, the shadow size and movement are consistent with reports of Bigfoot sightings. LiDAR technology, a revolutionary tool in Bigfoot research. As the team pushes further into the forest, they deploy a cutting-edge piece of equipment, LiDAR technology, to scan their surroundings. LiDAR, which stands for light detection and ranging, is a remote sensing method that uses laser light to map the environment in 3D. This technology is particularly effective in dense forests, where visibility is often poor, and it allows researchers to detect structures or creatures that might otherwise remain hidden. LiDAR has been used in various fields, from archaeology to environmental science, but its use in cryptozoology is relatively new. In this episode, the Expedition Bigfoot team uses LiDAR to scan the dense forest for any signs of movement or hidden creatures. As they review the data from the scan, they are shocked to find the outline of a human-like figure moving through the trees.
What the is that? Did Pete just capture a LiDAR scan of a Bigfoot walking through the forest?
The figure is large and distinct from the surrounding foliage, leading the team to believe they may have captured an image of Bigfoot. What makes this discovery particularly compelling is the accuracy of LiDAR technology. Unlike traditional cameras, which can produce blurry images or be affected by poor lighting conditions, LiDAR creates highly detailed three-dimensional maps that are difficult to misinterpret. The fact that the LiDAR scan revealed a large humanoid figure in an area where the team had already found other evidence of Bigfoot's presence makes this a potentially groundbreaking discovery. The use of LiDAR in Bigfoot research represents a significant advancement in the search for the creature. In the past, much of the evidence for Bigfoot's existence has relied on eyewitness accounts, blurry photographs, and footprint casts, all of which are easy for skeptics to dismiss. However, the detailed scientific data provided by LiDAR is much harder to refute. This technology offers a new way to study Bigfoot's environment and potentially capture definitive proof of its existence. LiDAR has already revolutionized other fields of research. For example, archaeologists have used LiDAR to discover hidden structures in dense jungle environments that were previously thought to be impenetrable. In a similar way, cryptozoologists hope that LiDAR will allow them to uncover hidden creatures like Bigfoot that have so far eluded detection. The use of this technology in the episode marks a turning point in the investigation, as it offers the possibility of obtaining conclusive scientific evidence that could finally prove the existence of Bigfoot. Mysterious lights, a paranormal aspect to the Bigfoot phenomenon. In addition to the physical evidence uncovered by the team, the episode also features a strange and unexplained phenomenon, a burst of light shining through the trees. As the team moves deeper into the forest, they spot a bright, horizontal light that appears to be floating in the distance.
The only thing that would explain what I'm seeing is if there was a building and light was being reflected on the rooftop. But there is no building. There are no structures anywhere near us.
When they shine their flashlights in the direction of the light, it disappears, only to reappear when they turn their lights off. This phenomenon leaves the team puzzled, as there are no buildings or artificial light sources in the area that could explain the glow. Strange lights have often been reported in conjunction with Bigfoot sightings. Many witnesses have described seeing orbs, glowing eyes, or beams of light in the sky around the time they encountered the creature. While these reports are often dismissed as coincidences or unrelated phenomena, the recurring nature of these sightings suggests that there may be a connection between Bigfoot and other unexplained events. One theory is that Bigfoot could be associated with electromagnetic or energy disturbances that manifest as lights or other visual anomalies. Some researchers have even suggested that the creature may possess the ability to manipulate electromagnetic fields, which could explain why strange lights often accompany sightings. This idea, while speculative, offers a possible explanation for why Bigfoot has been so difficult to capture or track. If the creature can manipulate its environment in ways that go beyond our current understanding of physics, it may be able to evade detection in ways we cannot yet comprehend. Others believe that the lights may be part of a broader paranormal phenomenon. In some cases, UFO sightings and Bigfoot encounters have been reported in the same areas, leading some to speculate that the two could be related. While this theory is highly controversial and lacks concrete evidence, it has gained a following among those who believe that Bigfoot is not just an undiscovered animal, but may be connected to otherworldly forces. The burst of light in this episode adds to the sense of mystery surrounding Bigfoot.
Perfectly structured light in a horizontal line across the forest. What could possibly be causing such a clear, bright light to come pouring through the trees?
While the team does not offer a definitive explanation for the light, its presence raises important questions about the nature of the creature and its relationship to the environment. Is the light a natural phenomenon, or could it be linked to Bigfoot's presence? The episode leaves these questions open-ended, encouraging viewers to consider the possibility that Bigfoot's existence may be tied to more than just the physical world. Biological explanations for Bigfoot. Could it be a relic hominid? As the team gathers more evidence throughout the episode, the question of what Bigfoot could be becomes more pressing. One of the leading theories among Bigfoot researchers is that the creature could be a relic hominid, a member of an ancient species that has somehow survived into the modern era. This theory suggests that Bigfoot may be related to extinct species such as Gigantopithecus, a large ape-like creature that lived in Asia millions of years ago, or Paranthropus, a robust hominid species known for its bipedal locomotion. If Bigfoot is indeed a relic hominid, it would explain many of the characteristics reported by eyewitnesses, such as its large size, upright posture, and intelligence. In this episode, the discovery of the nest and the complex tree structures suggests that the creature is not only physically powerful, but also capable of manipulating its environment in sophisticated ways, traits that are consistent with what we know about early human ancestors. One of the main challenges in supporting the relic hominid theory is the lack of fossil evidence. To date, no confirmed Bigfoot skeletons have been found, leading skeptics to argue that the creature cannot exist if there is no fossil record to support its presence. However, supporters of the theory point out that many species, especially those living in remote or densely forested areas, are underrepresented in the fossil record. The harsh conditions of the forest, combined with the natural process of decomposition, make it unlikely that a complete Bigfoot skeleton would be preserved long enough to be discovered. Additionally, some researchers suggest that Bigfoot could have developed behaviors that allow it to avoid leaving behind physical evidence. For example, the creature may bury its dead, much like early humans did, or it may inhabit areas that are inaccessible to human explorers, reducing the chances of its remains being found. If Bigfoot is indeed a relic hominid, it could be one of the last surviving members of an ancient lineage that has learned to remain hidden from modern civilization. Cryptozoology, the quest for unknown creatures. The search for Bigfoot is part of the broader field of cryptozoology, which is dedicated to the study of creatures whose existence is unconfirmed by mainstream science. While cryptozoology is often viewed with skepticism by the scientific community, it has played an important role in the discovery of new species and the exploration of the natural world's mysteries. Cryptozoologists argue that the lack of definitive proof for creatures like Bigfoot does not necessarily mean they do not exist. It simply means that more research is needed to uncover the truth. In recent years, cryptozoology has gained a resurgence in popularity, thanks in part to television shows like Expedition Bigfoot and advances in technology that make it easier to search for elusive creatures. Tools like thermal imaging, LiDAR, and trail cameras have revolutionized the way researchers conduct their investigations, allowing them to gather more data in a shorter amount of time. While many cryptids remain undiscovered, these technologies offer new hope for those seeking to prove their existence. One of the most famous success stories in cryptozoology is the discovery of the coelacanth, a prehistoric fish that was thought to have gone extinct millions of years ago. In 1938, a living coelacanth was caught off the coast of South Africa, stunning the scientific community and proving that it is possible for species to survive undetected for long periods. Similarly, the okapi, a relative of the giraffe, was once considered a cryptid before it was formally recognized by scientists in the early 20th century. These discoveries give cryptozoologists hope that Bigfoot too could one day be found. While skeptics argue that the lack of conclusive evidence makes it unlikely that Bigfoot exists, cryptozoologists point to the vastness of the wilderness and the limited scope of scientific exploration as reasons to remain optimistic. The world is full of undiscovered species, and the possibility that Bigfoot is one of them cannot be ruled out. A cultural icon, Bigfoot in popular culture. Bigfoot has become more than just a cryptid, it is a cultural icon. From movies and TV shows to books and merchandise, the creature has captured the imaginations of millions of people around the world. The legend of Bigfoot has been passed down through generations, evolving from Native American folklore to a modern-day phenomenon that continues to inspire curiosity and debate. One of the reasons Bigfoot has lasted in popular culture is its connection to the unknown. The idea that there could be a large, intelligent creature living in the wilderness, just beyond the reach of human civilization, taps into our primal fears and desires. It represents the possibility that the world is still full of mysteries waiting to be discovered, and that nature, despite all our advances, remains largely untamed. In many ways, Bigfoot has become a symbol of the wild and the unexplored. The creature signifies the idea that there are still parts of the world where humans are not in control, where ancient forces continue to thrive despite our best efforts to tame them. For some, the search for Bigfoot is not just about finding a creature, it's about reconnecting with nature and rediscovering a sense of wonder in the natural world.